Alright guys, let's do a recap of Thursday the 18th. Um, Initially when the market was open up, it was gapping down a lot today. So it was really a bit of a wait and see when the market opened up initially to see what they're going to do. And also we had a lot of news coming out at 10 o'clock. So as soon as the market opened, basically it had a lot of volatility and big candles, what we don't want to get involved with. And so really was waiting for that 10 o'clock news to come out. And when the news came out, obviously the market didn't like it. We got these massive candles coming down. So the market, I think in that particular candle there was about 70,000 contracts. I'll just check it out here. In that particular candle there was 71,000 contracts sold, and the next candle 30,000 contracts sold. So the market become incredibly volatile, which we need to basically wait and let the market settle down. You can see as the market's dropped a heap. At one stage, I think the low of the day, I think the market might have been down 60 to 70 points down at one stage. So that's an incredible amount. And basically, we're going back to the big candles of 2 weeks ago. But I wasn't worried about that because I knew the market would actually settle down and give us the opportunities. As we went through the morning, the market basically, you can see the PowerPoint's a bit malfunctioning here just because of the mass movements in the market. But what I was actually looking for is, initially I was looking to get onto this down move. Okay, so I was waiting for my opportunity where I thought the market could potentially go down. So what we actually had, we had one high here, we had another high here, and then the market's pulled down. We made another high, but we couldn't go any higher, so then they started to push down. So I waited to them to push down a bit, and they bounced. And if they wanted to hold, they really needed to hold here and push back up. But they started pushing down, so we actually sold into the market here at 39 quarter. And the trade looked really good initially. Pushed down a couple of points. We were only looking for 3 points. We only needed to come down a little bit more. And because it went to 2 points, we moved our stop into one tick into profit. And also in this particular trade, we took some contracts out around the 1.5 point mark as well, just because it looked like it potentially could pop up, so we wanted to take a bit of profit out of there. And then it bounced up on us, so got a little bit of profit out of that. But then the market bounced back up here, and at this stage I thought, you know what, maybe the downside potentially is over and they might go up. So I said, when the market was at this stage here, we looked at doing a power fade on the upside at 42.75, which we did. So we bought into the market here, and this big candle here, and the market started pushing up straight up. It actually went 3.25 points, the trade. We were looking for 4 points, just where this arrow is, just a little bit more. And this particular trade, I was looking to add more contracts into it too. But it happened so fast and come all the way back down. And we just only got a little bit of profit out of that one too. So overall, those two trades were very annoying, not getting the full profit on them, that's for sure. But the way this market, especially this candle, how it broke up past these previous highs here, it looked like going up to the 4 point mark, no problem. And just unfortunately, it pulled back a little bit, and we got a little bit of profit. Then the market's bounced up again and gone to where I was looking for initially. Then basically the market went sideways here through lunchtime, so waiting for the end of lunch. If you're a bullet trader, if you trade the bullets, I reckon this was the best bullet of the day. So basically going with the overall trend of the market, we started trending down again. And normally there's two things going to happen here. As it bounces down, okay, and the market's bouncing up, it's going to gather speed on the downside, or it's going to break back up. But when this particular candle come in, and this actually created the bullet, this was a good opportunity to actually short and go down with the market as it started trending down, going with the overall trend. And then secondly, second sort of bullet, you could have potentially looked at this one that come along here as well. Once the market starts trending quite strongly, that's when obviously the bullets are going to come into play, and this would have pushed the market down as well. Then just after lunch, the market got a bit of a bounce and just a little bit erratic, especially this section here. The market, still these candles here is not really what we want to see because it's too erratic, and we need it to settle down because it can be very dangerous in those levels. And at this particular stage, I was looking for the market to hold here. I thought that potentially the market had made its low for the day and was potentially going to push up. So we're actually looking for to push up here to actually go long. But unfortunately, I got the direction wrong, so I didn't get a trade there. But what actually came up in this area was the 5-minute sell. But at the time, I wasn't looking for it, and the 5-minute sells worked a treat and actually pushed the market right down. When the actual 5-minute sell worked, there was another thing I did consider, which was right here, which I talked to the room about, was power fading this one here. I said at the time it would have been a gutsy power fade because we were close to the low, and this section here is actually, if going short right here, is very dangerous because we had the support from back here as well where the market could have easily just bounced up and stopped us out. So that was something to consider at the time as well. And then the market, basically we were on the 2-day low, or we're actually making the new low. The market was making, and then just bouncing around really erratically, and also the contracts were really low on the trading dome as well, so they can be really potentially dangerous for us because when we take trades we're going with around 2,000 contracts plus, and at each level there's only like 300 or 400 contracts at this time, so it's very dangerous. And then basically we don't trade after 3:30, which is about where my cursor is now, and then just after 3:45 the market's just gone nuts on the upside, which would have been nice if it went like that when we were in the trade earlier today. So anyway, we got a few trades off. A little bit of green on the dome. It's always better than a bit of red. And that were pretty much the opportunities. Really sharp chances today because a lot of volatility in the market. It was not a bad thing because it means you can go for more profit when you get the actual trades right. Just today, the trades that I was looking for more profit on just didn't quite go all the way, but that sometimes happen. So let's just have a look at the 5-minute chart today, and you can just see how wild that initial move of the market is. Pushing down, what did we start? From the start of that news, we went down from 52 down to 30. So it dropped a massive amount of points there really, really quickly. And then we got some 5-minute trades. This particular one, the first one, very hard to take, but it actually pushed the market down 2 points. Okay, so technically the trade was there. It was actually come on this candle here, I think. Yeah, it did on this candle here, and pushed the market down really sharply and bounced up. Then the markets retraced back up. So this one here is more of a fade. This is what we call a 5-minute fade setup, where the markets come all the way down. We've had the trend all the way down. We've gone up. Now basically the market's more to the upside just in the short term. So when this sell come on, and also we've got this yellow moving average quite clearly from here to here is pointing up. Okay, so that trade's more of a fade. In this case, if you faded and went long at that stage, the trade wouldn't have worked, and if you went short and went with a normal 5-minute trade, it wouldn't have worked either. So it was a bit of a double whammy, but we weren't interested in that particular area anyway. But that one, technically, if you look at it in real time when it would have been coming up, which is like there, so that's how we actually look at it in real time, you can quite clearly see that yellow line's pointing up, saying that the market's more likely to bounce up a fraction at this stage, but it came down again, and bounced up again. Then we got another 5-minute trade. Man, it's very unlikely you get 3 5-minute trades within any given day, so the market is moving around a lot at the moment. But technically this one here is a sell going with the trade because we've got that yellow line definitely pointing down and under the blue line. And when it crossed down, there was a sell at the 38 quarter, which I really, at this particular stage, like I said before, I was actually looking for the market to hold and push up. I wasn't looking at any sells at this stage, but that particular sell worked out pretty well, and could have, that was probably the trade that we could have got our 4 or 5. We really could have got 10 points off it because it whipped down. So one of the things about the 5-minute trade, when they go in this type of market, normally they work out really well, and then the market's bounced up, not creating any other signals. So that's it for pretty much the 5-minute. A couple of them worked today. One of them didn't work, no matter what you would have done. So this is, this is a signal that I hope everyone learns how to trade and how it works, because it will help you with so many other signals that potentially you can use as well, whether it's a PowerPoint, power fade, or what have you. But this one here shows you a lot of the time the direction of the market and when the market's more likely to trend, when the market's more likely to go sideways, and then you can start using all the other trades within using the 5-minute trade. So that's a recap for today, guys. I actually really enjoyed today, all the different opportunities. I think going into tomorrow there'll be a heap more opportunities as well, because we've got a really good volume and volatility in the markets. And let's finish off the week really strongly. Alrighty, cheers guys. See you tomorrow.